YouTube! The New York Jets have just pulled off a gigantic victory on the road in Zach Wilson's debut this season. The Jets beat the Steelers 24-20, and we saw so much from our young quarterback in Zach Wilson today. He goes out there and is clutch when he needs to be the most. 5 for 5 in the final drive of the game. Jets down by 3 points. The defense gets an interception. Michael Carter II gets his first career pick. Zach Wilson has the ball, and it's up to him to bring this team down the field and either tie the game to force overtime. No, Zach's not trying to go to overtime. He's trying to win this damn football game. It's exactly what he does. All the penalties that the Jets were having late in that fourth quarter didn't really matter because Zach Wilson, every single ounce of adversity thrown at Zach Wilson, he showed you the mental toughness to be able to battle that. Zach Wilson showed so much to me in this game, man. Was not perfect. Zach Wilson did not have a perfect game. He has a lot of things he still needs to clean up, but I think you're lying to yourself if you're not impressed with what Zach Wilson just showed in the last 2 minutes of a game to lead the Jets to a victory. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. In this video, I'm going to break down the game in this post-game recap. I was live for over 4 hours, and I was celebrating. So if you guys want to see that, check that out. I'm also going to upload a video of my live reaction to the whole game. But in this one, we're going to dive deep into what happened and my initial thoughts of looking at the box score, looking at everything that happened. So first off, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button on your way into the video. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. But most importantly, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I want to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comments of this victory by the New York Jets. The Jets are 2-2. We come out of the AFC North 2-2. All offseason long when we got the schedule, I said best case scenario for the Jets is to come out of the AFC North 2-2. It's exactly what happens. We are exactly where I wanted the Jets to be at this point in the season, now going up against the Miami Dolphins next week in Teddy Bridgewater. So, starting off with Zach Wilson's day. Now, box score-wise, it definitely does not jump out to you. He did not have a good day in terms of on paper, but he passed the eye test, and there's a lot of things not going his way as well with the offensive line, with the drops. So Zach Wilson was 18 of 36, which is 50%, 252 yards, averaging 7 yards per reception, 1 touchdown, passing touchdown to Corey Davis, and then he had a receiving touchdown from Braxton Berrios, which was sick, 2 interceptions, 4 sacks, 59 passer rating. But I feel like one of those interceptions was not really on Zach Wilson, in my opinion. It was third down. He slinged it to Tyler Conklin. It was a little high. Definitely a high throw, but Conklin had 2 hands on it, and Fitzpatrick always finds the ball, and he picks it off. And, the offensive line, to break down that real quick, Elijah Vera-Tucker goes out there, makes his NFL debut at left tackle because we have so many injuries. AVT played left tackle in college, so he has experience there, and he looked pretty good. I mean, AVT going from right guard to left tackle, I'll take that. I mean, he wasn't perfect. There was one play where he got completely beat, but AVT held his ground. The offensive line in general, though, was not good today. Max Mitchell, unfortunately, went down with a knee injury. Hopefully, this is not going to be a long-term thing because he is a really bright spot to that entire offensive line. Then Connor McDermott comes in, false start penalties, not looking good. And the offensive line just did not play good football today at all in terms of the running game, in terms of protecting Zach Wilson. But luckily, Zach Wilson bounced back, and he stepped up when he needed to the most. Shout out Corey Davis. Corey Davis stepped up in the clutch where we needed somebody to make some plays in the fourth quarter. So Corey Davis finishes the day, 5 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown. On my channel, guys, I always, defend Corey Davis. I really feel like a lot of Jets fans are undervaluing him. I feel like he has a big role on this team, and this is exactly what he brings to the table. He's a veteran that knows what needs to happen, and in the fourth quarter, he's getting open. He's catching the ball. He's getting the end zone. So shout out to Corey Davis. And then the rest of the receivers, Elijah Moore had 3 catches for 53 yards. Conklin had 3 catches for 52 yards and a couple of drops. Garrett Wilson, only 2 catches for 41 yards on 6 targets. He had a rough day today, had a couple of drops. Breece Hall had a really good day. On the ground, he had his first rushing touchdown, 17 carries, 66 yards. How about the defense? Best defensive day for sure. LaMarcus Joyner and Jordan Whitehead. After 3 straight weeks of Jets fans hating on the safeties because they were playing trash. I mean, Joyner and Whitehead were not playing good football at all. And we had every reason to not believe in this safety duo because the numbers back it up. But you cannot ask for a better day from both safeties. I mean, it was ridiculous of what we saw from the safeties. Jordan White had 2 interceptions. LaMarcus Joyner, 2 interceptions. And they were locking it down in the back end. They were making plays. There was a play, it was like 3rd and short. Joyner goes out there, he blitzes the quarterback, and then he gets a really big stop there. So the 2 safeties balled out. Carl Lawson sack. Jermaine Johnson sack. Quinnen Williams sack. Michael Carter II getting an interception. So this was a great day from the defense. Like, unbelievable stuff, man. I really am a loss for words of what we saw defensively because this is a team win. The Jets defense needed to get a stop. The Jets offense, they're down 20-10 in the 4th quarter. Now, we need to get a touchdown in order to make this a game. And Zach Wilson drives down the field, efficient, poised in the pocket. And that's my biggest takeaway, guys, that we'll get into later on in the week. But what Zach Wilson showed me in the clutch, his poise, his confidence, his ability to battle adversity, his mental toughness really impressed me. And the fact that he was able to go down the field down 20-10 in the 4th quarter, get a touchdown pass to Corey Davis. Now it's up to the defense. The defense, this is your time to shine. The defense was not looking good in a couple plays. Kenny Pickett's in the game, and he's making some good rookie plays. But then the pressure gets to Kenny Pickett. He throws it up to the sideline. Sauce Gardner, pass deflection, up in the air, and then Michael Carter II is there to pick it off, and it gives the offense an opportunity to either tie the game for overtime or go in for the victory, and the Jets come away. Breece Hall gets into the end zone for the game winner. Unbelievable stuff, man. I am really at a loss for words for this game because I don't think we understand how important this victory is. It kind of saves the season. I know it's really early in the season. I know it's only September football. I mean, technically it's October 2nd, but, you know, getting this victory, instead of being 1-3, we're 2-2. Very big difference. Now we got a home game against our first division rival in the Miami Dolphins, and we're right in there, right? The AFC's wide open right here. And what Zach Wilson showed me was so impressive in that I feel like this offense is going to build off of those last 2 minutes because the pressure is on, man. All that miscues that the offense had earlier in the game, all the stuff that they were struggling with, that needs to be worked on for sure. But what this offense showed me in the final 2 minutes, hell, even in the entire 4th quarter, penalties was hurting them, holding, blocking the back. I mean, you name how many penalties was trying to make this Jets team not win. It didn't matter. This Jets team still went out there and was resilient enough to get the win. So shout out to Robert Saleh. Shout out to the coaching staff for doing their job. I know it wasn't pretty. I know that Jets fans are still going to be nitpicking little things like, oh, well, this was wrong. This was wrong there. Celebrate this victory, guys. This is a gigantic win on the road. Absolutely gigantic win, and I cannot be more impressed with the year 2 quarterback, Zach Wilson, in his season debut. Definitely needs to clean up some things, but I also feel like the offense around him needs to clean up. The offensive line needs to be able to establish a run game. The wide receivers needs to start catching the ball. Garrett Wilson had a couple drops. Conklin had a couple of drops. Sometimes they weren't getting open. But what Zach Wilson showed us today is that I've been saying this all along when I always heard, oh, well, Richie, we should roll with Joe Flacco if he's playing well. No. I don't care how good Joe Flacco is playing. You roll with Zach Wilson because he gives you the mobility factor. He gives you the ability to run out of the pocket and be able to escape pressure. And he did all of that. There was pressure in his face, and guess what? He was rolling to his right, rolling to his left, picking up first downs. That's what Zach Wilson brings to the table. And to finish off the video, I have to give you a shout out because your boy won a big bet. Huge bet. I put $25 down on this parlay. Breece Hall touchdown. Jets money line. Zach Wilson over 200 passing yards. Mitchell Trubisky under 220 passing yards. Breece Hall over 35 rushing yards. Zach Wilson over 8 rushing yards. $25 to win $1,400. Your boy cashed in. Let's go. I've never won a big bet like that in my life, so that feels good. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section of this game. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from the New York Jets. Resiliency, comeback win. The first come from behind victory from Zach Wilson. I am blown away by what I saw. Like, just to finish it off about Zach Wilson, what he showed me, his poise and his confidence in the pocket and his ability to shed off the previous play and stay within himself and being able to elevate guys around him, guys, that was special stuff right there. That's why he went 2nd overall. And Zach Wilson really, really showed a lot of positive things to give Jets fans very excited. That does it for this video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment your thoughts. And I hope you guys have a fantastic Sunday. We're going to be doing crazy stuff all week long here on the channel, so don't forget to subscribe. Let's go Jets. Peace out.